It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. Flush to his right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Lance going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Mayfield now from the 50. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Lance now on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 31, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Flushed out right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and goal, Lance being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Lance now on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Mayfield on play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Flush to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down for. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he put it on the carpet. A fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And he's got room. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield got his man. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But
that's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. First down, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield flushed out right. He'll get that complete to Alberto. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's go, Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Lance. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing now is Lance. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Trey Sermon in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Mayfield on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll find Paris Campbell, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A give for Sermon running right. Oh, he shifts past him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for the Niners. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Sermon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down and goal. Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Not much there, only a yard.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Mayfield with it once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the option to give to Sermon here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lance looking to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Shoves him aside. And running with power here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, but he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week,
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. And Lance now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick here is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Mayfield. That's complete. Okuebunam. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Kinlaw able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
Picked off at the 45. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
They'll be dropped out. After a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
This one caught by Kittle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Indy. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
This to the outside, it's Sermon.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. the touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the